Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna talk about my thoughts on Shazam Fury of the Gods. I will say there will be some spoilers in this video. I'm gonna tell you why I like this movie, but if you don't agree with me on what I feel about this movie, that's fine. This is just my opinion, and as I said, there will be spoilers in this video, so this is your spoiler alert. Well, actually it was earlier, but who cares? And with that out of the way, let's get started. And as always, let's start with the characters. The first character I'm going to talk about is, of course, Billy Batson, aka Shazam. And I'm gonna say it right away. I like how this movie portrayed him. He was abandoned by his mother when he was a kid, and now in this movie he hold on to their life about the family he now has. And someone is bringing that up, of course, but Billy is a bit overprotective, especially of Freddy in this movie. And I actually like that. I think that suits this character just fine. It's not some over the top character development, but it's a great character development. I really feel like the actor is giving their all. I like both the actor, the one who plays Shazam and the one who plays Bill Batson, and I think the story for the character works well when they have to go up against the villains in this movie. Billy Batson is a great character, Shazam is a great character. I like this character in this movie. As for Billy's siblings, I like each of their character in this movie as well. I feel like some of them could have needed a little bit more screen time, but I liked all of them. I like the fact that even though they respect and like Billy, they're having a feeling that he is overprotective, and Mary is the one that brings it up. I really feel like this was a great part of each of their character development, teaching Billy not to be so overprotective that he would have to let them go at one time. And I feel like that balance with Billy's overprotectiveness of those characters. So again, I feel like the writers knew what they were doing when it comes to Billy's family. They may not have the biggest moments in this movie, but again, they're still having an important part of the movie, and that is what I was really happy about. I was a little bit afraid that the movie was going to focus more on Billy as him being Shazam and shy a little bit away from his family. I had that little bit of fear that they were going to do that, but they didn't. Each of them is important to bring the story further, and that is what makes this movie so great. Even though this is Billy Batson's movie, aka Shazam, they still give room for all of his siblings to be great characters as well. As for Billy's foster parents, again, they don't having a big role either of the characters, but I like the role they have, especially when they found out the truth about Billy and the other kids. The reaction really is a great reaction from them. I think that was the highlight of the movie. That, and when Rose tells Billy that he will always be welcomed at their home and they had no intention of kicking him out. So again, great role right there. They're good parents, they're good people, and I think a lot of people could like them if they met them in real life. But again, this is just a movie. Who knows? As for the Wizard Shazam, again, I feel like the story nailed this character. I was a little bit skeptic about the character when I first saw him in the movie, but the more I saw, the more I liked the character. A great mentor figure for Billy and his family. That is technically his role. He doesn't do that much in this movie, but I do feel like he had a great character development. When he went up believing that he chose the wrong champion, and then at the end of the movie realized that he chose the right one. I think it's a great development right there. Again, there's not too much to talk about him. He's not the best character in this movie. So again, that's that. I'm giving out a few words about Athena, which in my opinion is the second best character in this movie. I like the actress and I like the character. I really like most of what she did, and I loved her romance with Freddy. So again, that was a really great plot point right there. She was meant to side with her sister, but she rebelled against them and fought alongside the heroes. She was one of those villains with the most moral, and I know I said villain, but she's hardly a villain. She's a good person. She doesn't want to destroy humanity, but she do want similar to what her sister wants, and that is to bring the golden apple back to the realm of gods, or Olympus, or what they want to call it. So again, one of the best characters of the movie. Maybe a few think I could be better and don't really sure her, but she really is great and a great addition to this movie. And then let's talk about those villains, Calypso and Hesperia. Calypso being the main villain and Hesperia being more of a secondary villain with a little bit of redemption in the end. But both of those two characters were great. The actors did a really great job with those two characters, and Calypso being some god of chaos really fit the whole being the main villain, and Hesperia wanting more order is great for her character. And what I really think worked the most was when Calypso betrayed her sister to exact her own revenge on humanity. She is a goddess of chaos, and that really suits the character. The actor played that really well, and if it hadn't been for Hesperia, Calypso would have won. So she was a real threat. All of the goddesses, daughters of Atlas, was strong, but Calypso feel like one of the strongest of them all. Of course, she had her dragon thing half out, so it was that as well. One of the best moments of the movie was when Billy went to negotiate with Hesperia, and she literally kicked his ass at the start. But she can hold her own against a good number of the Shazam family, and I think she could have won if she really wanted. So again, she is strong. She's not to be taken lightly. Billy and his family realized that pretty soon, and that's one of the things that makes her great. Now, before we go over to talk about the story, I want to talk about the two post-credit scene. I'm gonna start with the one with Mr. Mime and Dr. Sivana. Now, I would have liked this post-credit scene more if I don't think that this will be the last Shazam movie, or at least of this version. If they do make up making a third movie, that will only be an Elseworld story, but I think it's really unlikely to happen. So again, this isn't so high on my list, but I do think that the actors was a bit convincing. Again, I don't have much to judge this scene upon, but I think it was a good scene. As for the second post-credit scene, I didn't like it at all. I didn't understand why Amanda Waller would want with Shazam. She would probably know that he is a kid with all the connectionality, and including that she's already have a sight on Black Adam. So involving those two characters now, I really don't get it. Now let's talk about the story. I feel like the story was really great made. I wish this wasn't the last Shazam movie, and yes, I do believe there won't be another one. And I like the fact that the point of the story is the daughters of Atlas wanted to take back the powers that was stolen from the gods, and Billy being overprotective of his family. How those two things clash together really work well in my opinion. And I feel like that the confrontation with all of those characters will work out in the end of the movie. I like the fact that all of the Daughter of Atlas is different, that they're not some, yeah, we're gonna win, let's join up to take down the champion, and so on and so on. I like that one of them didn't want to hurt anyone. The next wanted only to return the magic to the realm of God and bring it back to its former glory. And the third wanted to destroy humanity. Eh? All of this plus how Billy proceeds is really great. When he fights Hespera, it's a really great fight scene. And the final battle with Calypso is a really great fight. And when Billy was supposed to die, I actually was a little bit sad. I thought they really were going to kill him off in this movie, and I'm really happy they didn't do it. And of course, bringing in Wonder Woman, mwah! Overall, the story is great. I would like to give this story a 7 out of 10. And that is for this video. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comment section down below. If you like the movie or if you dislike it. And I will hope to see you guys again next time.